Welcome to the chat where the deals get done. Real estate tips and a whole lot of fun. Think different, achieve your goals. Real estate simplified, that's how we roll.
Hey, good morning. This is Brandon Brizik with Allied Mortgage, along with my partner, Mike Cruz.
Good morning.
With Reside Realty, broker owner, excuse me. Here we are, Real Estate Simplified today, early September, just after Labor Day, Mike. And, you know, I'm kind of excited about today because of our interest rate environment and what we want to talk about. But, you know, today I want to let you start, maybe if you can, just talk about what's happened in the market. Now, before Mike goes with the market statistics, let's remember it's back to school and it's Labor Day. Yeah. There's a lot of things going on in Las Vegas or across the country, so the stats might be a little screwed up. But
well, they're not really. Actually, what we're seeing is a flat market inventory-wise. Flat meaning not dead. You see everything, Vegas is dead, Vegas is dead. Vegas isn't dead. Our total inventory is 11,312. That's MLS wide. You might say that's higher than what you reported back in the middle of August. Well, those middle of August numbers I gave you was just for the Las Vegas Valley. These numbers are MLS wide, which include Logandale, part of Mesquite, as well as all of Pahrump. So these numbers are actually totally flat. Single family homes were at 7,694. Townhomes, 1,206. Condos actually inventory's fallen a little bit at 1,478. That's down 2.5% from about 2.5 weeks ago. Manufactured homes is at 321. That's just a little bit higher, up 3%. So those condos and manufactured homes kind of wash out. And high rises are flat at 613 high rises on the market. Under contract, 2,810 homes. That's a pretty healthy number.
That's pretty normal, actually,
it is
in today's
down,
world.
It's down slightly, 1.7%.
That doesn't count.
Not a huge drop.
It's 28 houses. Let's be
well,
real.
exactly.
I mean, that's
exactly.
Not,
the numbers sold is down a little bit. We're at 2,377 properties sold in the last 30 days. That is down 5% from the previous 30 days. But once again, we had the holidays
Who sold?
in there.
I mean, come on. My kids went back to school. We got our last minute vacations in. It was Labor Day weekend, and it's 105.
Well, and inventory is flat.
I'm sorry, and inventory is
so
flat.
That means,
so not a lot of new stuff coming on the market for the current buyers, right?
Right. I think we can acknowledge this wasn't our busiest summer ever.
No.
But based on these numbers, being that inventory is flat and the sold numbers down, the under contract numbers just barely down, I think we've weathered the worst of it.
Okay.
So,
well, if that's the worst, then we're looking up and up.
And I think we can thank the interest rates for seeing a little bit of bump.
Absolutely. We can definitely thank interest rates. You know, we're on September 4th of 25, and the Fed meeting is on the 16th and 17th of this month, which is just under 2 weeks from today is our Fed announcement on interest rates. So now, again, it does not mean mortgage interest rates will be cut that much, as we've discussed many times. But it is, number one, bringing down the bonds, which is bringing down mortgage rates. Mortgage rates are down in the last probably 30 to 40 days. I'd say about 30 days. They're down about 3/8, just under 0.5%.
Okay.
Just in that time frame, which is absolutely amazing because it takes sometimes a year to get it down 0.5%.
Yeah.
So, the going rate on a 30-year national average, good credit, down payment, everything, you'll be in the 6.3. Possibly 6.5, depending on the scenario. We just locked somebody with 5% down with no points at 6.5. With no points, with no buy down, nothing. I mean, so we're definitely, hard mid-6s, low 6s, even in 5s on a conventional loan with buy downs.
Okay.
Because we're getting a lot of buy downs from the sellers because of the flat market. And government loans are definitely, their 5s are definitely achievable. The national average on an FHA loan is 6% right now, which means you can pretty much, with good credit, get 5.8, 5.7, maybe even 5.6 on a government loan. Here we are, guys. These are numbers that we've all been begging to hear.
Did you hear that? Interest rates under 6.0 is what I just heard.
Yeah, depending on the loan program, you definitely can get there.
So
So I'm
Buyers,
excited.
now is the time.
Now is the time, guys. Sellers are giving incentives. Rates are lower. It's time to take advantage of it, because when your going rate is 6% on a government loan, you get a couple points from the seller.
Yeah.
Guess what? You just locked in a 5.5, a 5.3 interest rate, and now you don't have to worry about refinancing for a very long time, if ever.
Okay.
I think it is a great time to lock in your interest
That's
rates.
exciting.
Yeah, it is.
It's what we've been waiting for the last year and a half, 2 years.
3
really.
years, Mike. 3 years
Okay.
have been waiting for this, really. So, in my opinion.
Awesome.
But today, I'm gonna ask Mike. Mike knows way more about this than I do, and I think it's a lost type of property here in Vegas that we never talk about, but people are always curious
There's
about.
definitely an interest. It's a little bit of a niche market,
It is.
and it's the high rises.
The high rises, guys. Let's talk about high rises, Mike. So tell me about high rise living. Let's not get into specifics yet, but Mike, talk to us about high rise living. I mean, what do you notice out there?
So, anybody that's been in Vegas for over 10 minutes knows we have high rises here in Las Vegas, and it's a lifestyle.
And it's not just
totally
casinos,
different.
guys.
No,
It's not just
It
casinos.
can be casinos, but it's not just casinos.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the neighborhoods, in the south part of town, in Summerlin, adjacent to Summerlin. Talks of them going in far northwest part of town. There are high rises literally all over the place. They make great second homes. It is a lifestyle with all the amenities they offer. If you're looking for that resort living, country club lifestyle, high rise might be the answer. And literally all over town, every budget. Just to give you, I made a couple notes here this morning. The least expensive high rise on the market currently, as of this morning, located at the Wimbledon Tennis Club. You're like, where's the Wimbledon Tennis Club?
I don't even know where that's at, to be honest with you. I'm saying the same thing
It's
in
right
my
over
head.
near UNLV. The Wimbledon Tennis Club, I believe, is a 12-story building right off of University Center in Flamingo. And there's a third floor unit. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So not even a studio or a 1-bedroom. 2-bedroom, 2-bath unit, $149,995, under $150,000
Wow.
for a high-rise unit.
Okay.
I've been in this building. I've sold in this building. It's decent for what it is. The HOA is a little bit on the high side. For this particular unit, it's $747 a month.
But what do you get, though? You
Well,
might get
exactly.
your cable paid for. It might include your Wi-Fi. Could include pool service.
It includes your water. It includes your sewer. And I believe it includes your trash. They have trash chutes. You don't even have to take your trash down. You take it to the end of the hall, dump it in the chute.
It's kind of nice.
And it's gone. They have a beautiful pool area there. And it's close and convenient to the strip. What more could you ask for?
Well, I think there's.
And it's a beautifully redone. It doesn't even need work based on the photos. I haven't actually seen the unit, but I did have a chance to look at the photos. I mean, it looks like a great unit.
There's a big dynamic there that I think that a generation might be interested in the high rise.
Well,
okay.
and you're right. The one I sold in there, it was a college student. He decided to sell. He went and bought a single-story home or a single-family home. But yeah, it's a little bit younger demographic.
I'm
in that
crossing
building.
the line here. I'm going to do it, and I just don't care. I don't need to be politically correct in my life, okay? But the younger generation, most by default, they don't fix things. They don't want to do yard work and a lot of stuff, or they just haven't done that yet in their life, right? So,
Right.
high-rise living to me is a great answer. You own it, but you don't have the responsibility of it. I mean, of course, anything inside, you do. But
Right.
You don't have to worry about maintaining the pool. The association does it. You don't have to worry about taking out the trash or weeds in your yard. The HO, just worry about your place that
Exactly.
you live. And you park your car in a garage or whatever it is, and you go and you get up and go and you get up and go. And that's a thing that I think a lot of people don't realize. Could be an entire market
Right.
of people. There's a lot of people, especially your second home buyers too.
Well,
They don't want
right.
anything to do with maintaining the property because they want to be here 1 month a year total.
Well, right. Absolutely.
So I've always associated high-rise living with luxury.
Right.
I always did that. It's just by default.
Well-
Outside of Manhattan, I've always just pictured big, tall buildings that you have condos in, not just apartment condos,
Right.
condos. High-rise, I always just associated that with bellhops and people and, you know, the
Well-
guy at the front door manning the door to make sure you don't go up in the elevator. Maybe I watched too many 80s movies growing up, but...
Speaking of the luxury, I also brought the highest price
Oh, well, there you go. All right.
high-rise. And it's actually brand new construction, not even built yet, located in the hills above Henderson, adjacent to Dragon Ridge at the new Four Seasons high-rise that's going up. 8,400 square foot penthouse.
Wow.
Have any idea what it's going for?
Tens of millions, it has to be.
Yeah, it's in the tens of millions. 24th floor, $32 million. For
32 million.
$32 million, it can be yours.
We go from 32 million all the way down to 149.9.
Yeah. We literally, if you want to buy a high rise, you can afford a high rise no matter what your budget is.
No
That's
matter
the
what your budget.
bottom line. But just for fun, I'll throw out the HOA fee for you for
Oh,
this
God,
8,400
something
square
like
foot
that?
penthouse.
Stop.
$9,579 a month for the HOA.
Yeah, wow.
But this building, and I have a photo of it that we're going to show here in just a bit. Actually, if you'll go to the next slide, I think it's the next one. Yeah, right there. Those are I believe this is an AI photo. It's not my AI photo, but it is the official photo that's been released. The two buildings.
It's just their rendering or blueprint, whatever they
Right.
call it, right?
Yeah. Two beautiful buildings built on a hill. So imagine the view from 24 stories
Is this on
up.
the other side of Black Mountain there, on the
It's-
Askaya over there and all that?
It's adjacent to Askaya, yes.
Okay.
And McDonald Ranch,
Beautiful area.
McDonald Highlands. Yeah, absolutely beautiful up there. So there's
Well,
something for everybody.
But I mean, it's not just luxury. I mean, and I think that's the big thing. I mean, you can get on the strip high rises. You know, we can talk about the Martin. You could talk about Panorama. I mean, I don't think they're not millions of dollars. I mean, they're not. I mean, I
They're
want
not.
to say I've sold or financed some in the Martin.
Right.
Loan amounts were in the 300 range or something. I
Right.
mean, they weren't.
Right. They have
outrageous.
gone up in value just like everything else has. Because over in the Panorama a couple of years ago, gosh, you could find something for under 300,000.
Right.
Now you can find one here and there, studio for under 400,000. But if you're familiar at all with the Panorama, it's adjacent to the Harmon Bridge that now crosses right over to the Strip. The Martin's right there also. The Martin is technically the third building of the Panorama, but it was built as its own building, separate HOA and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it almost looks attached to the same complex.
Right.
But
It is
Panorama's got
separate.
the waves. This one's just
Yeah.
a square, rectangular
Right.
structure.
And Panorama, have you ever actually been in Panorama?
I've just been in the lobby. I haven't been in a unit.
But when you're pulling up in there, there is a feeling of exclusivity.
Oh yeah, it's got the guard gate
Yeah.
and all of that stuff. Yeah.
So a beautiful building.
Well, there's Queensbridge and Summerlin. There's
Yes.
the Four Seasons being built, I think, in Summerlin and in the Henderson area.
There has been talk of them building one in Summerlin also, adjacent to the ridges.
Right. I've heard that.
I haven't heard of anything real concrete yet, though.
Right. There's, you have downtown. We haven't even touched downtown,
Right.
but we can get to that. But let's start Strip. Okay. These are the ones I know. We have Panorama. We have the Martin. We just
Right.
spoke of. So there's Turnberry.
There's Turnberry Place.
1, 2, and 3.
And
isn't
Turnberry
there?
Towers. They're two different complexes. Turnberry Place is on Paradise Road, just across from the West Gate, kind of behind the Fountain Blue. Those are the original Turnberry with the Sterling Club, exclusive
Yeah, the
club on the
Sterling
first
Club, yeah.
floor.
Which is cool. It's got a little bar, restaurant, cigar room,
Right.
and all of that. Ballrooms and a wine room, I think, too.
The Turnberry Towers, which is over on Kieran Avenue, a little bit closer to the Las Vegas Country Club, is a little bit more affordable, but really just as nice, just as exclusive. And then even over in that area, there's also the Regency Tower, which is actually inside the Las Vegas Country Club, and probably the original high-rise in Las Vegas. That building, I remember coming here with my parents as a kid and seeing that building.
Right.
And those are beautiful units in there. I know it's not the most beautiful building from the outside, but those units in there are actually really nice for the most part. A lot of them have been newly refreshed and updated and upgraded and just beautiful.
And what about, was it Park Towers? You talking about Park Towers?
Park Towers over in Hughes Center.
Yeah.
Hughes Center.
Hughes Center, yeah.
That they were probably the first ones built in the early 2000s, right around 2000, and probably to this date remain the most exclusive that are near the
I'd
strip.
imagine a lot of attorneys live over there.
Yeah.
A lot of the businessmen
Yes,
because of the Hughes Business Parks over there and all of
Very
that.
and a very low profile community. It's not real flashy, but yet absolutely stunning and gorgeous on the inside.
Right. And then there's on the strip. There's the Mandarin
Well,
and Veer.
the Mandarin Oriental, which is now the Waldorf Astoria.
Oh well, here I am.
You might, yeah.
I'm gonna let Mike
it's
talk.
all good.
I'm
though.
gonna let Mike talk. I'm sorry. I'm just guessing.
The Veer Towers, which we had a slide thereof, those are the two buildings, part of City Center. They go up at a little bit of an angle. Yes, right here, as you see, adjacent to Aria. Technically, they're part of the Aria complex. And
Yeah, you
Crystals,
drive up and they're like on angles. You're like, who built these things,
right.
right? Like,
And if you're going to Aria and you're looking for free valet parking, I didn't tell you go park at Veer Towers.
well, you just saved me $50. Thank you very
Right.
much. I mean, that's cool. All right. Now, what about downtown? There's downtown. You know, a lot of attorneys and
Right.
judges live downtown.
Right.
I know there's at least 2 towers that I know of downtown, and they might be building another one.
There's a few going up. You have the Ogden already, which is basically right at Las Vegas Boulevard in the Fremont, just adjacent to the El Cortez.
That's that white building.
Yes.
Yes, white.
That, and also, that is the only high-rise that I'm aware of that will allow short-term rentals.
Okay.
So that's advantage with the Ogden. You also have Jeweled, which is downtown, just a couple blocks off of Fremont Street. And then you have the Soho Lofts and the Newport Lofts, which are a little bit closer to Charleston. And then over in the newer area, right near Symphony Park, there's Cello Tower,
That's what
which
I
is
wanted
going
to
up.
talk to you about, because I just saw this. I just drove there. We were by the Smith Center there.
Right.
I actually took my kids to the Discovery Museum, which
Okay,
is, you know,
right
adjacent
there,
to,
yeah.
right next to the Smith Center. And I noticed they were building something. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes, there's an apartment complex high rise that's already up, and then Cello just broke ground. They are, I believe it's going to be 30 stories, and they've already sold about 1/3 of the units in there.
Wow.
Or a little bit more. But they plan on a high-end grocery store going in the first floor. It's going to be adjacent to the new Elaine Wynn Art Museum. It's going to be really something. I've had the opportunity to go and tour there, and they have mock-ups of the condos. They start in the 700,000s going up into the millions, but it's really going to be fantastic for the downtown area.
I have a quick story. Now, I know I'm rambling at this point, but I thought this was really cool because in 2007, I went to it was like a mortgage realtor builder seminar. I don't even know what the heck this thing was. I mean, bear with me, it's been almost 20
Yeah.
years. But I went to this, and this man was talking, and he was a developer. And he had long, blonde, curly hair. I'll never forget the guy. And he made an entire presentation about Manhattanizing Vegas.
Yes.
And how that is the new plan. Now, this is 2007, 2006, whatever it was. Okay, now the real estate crash of 2008, the housing crisis
right.
in 2008 really put a damper on that. But I do believe that he was really onto something, and I do believe that that's coming
Right.
here. And it's already starting to come with the population, is that, you know, we're running out of land within our valley.
Right.
Instead of going way too far, they're going to start building up, guys. I
Well,
really, in
and just
20
in the
years,
last-
you're going to see more.
Just in the last couple months, there's been a couple studies that have come out saying we're going to be out of land here by 2032.
There you go.
So yes, it's going to have to go vertical.
Vertical. And Manhattanizing Vegas is a thing, but
And-
here it was 20 years ago. This
Yeah.
guy was making this presentation, and we're all like, you're crazy. But, you know, we believed him, but
Yes.
we were like, you're crazy. And here it is, a reality. I thought it was
Yeah.
really cool. So,
No, actually, I know the guy you're talking about. I don't remember his name, but I saw a presentation by him too around the same time.
there you go. Exactly. So I'm not crazy, guys,
Yes.
you know, so.
Yeah, and at the time, there was a plan basically for every plot of land on Las Vegas Boulevard between Sahara and Fremont Street to have a high-rise on it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
This was a thing. They
And
were going to.
obviously, the Great Recession prevented most of that, but
Doesn't mean it's not coming back.
exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Well, before we dig into, I know you have a feature listing, but
Yeah, no, we've got a long way to go.
Let's talk real quick about the amenities. Just some brief touches, because you'll know this better than I do. What amenities, like what do you get for these HOA fees? Because we have condo-tels to talk about, because that's a whole nother ballpark. But what are the amenities?
It depends on the building, but there is, first off, the security. That's probably the biggest thing, and that's probably the most universal thing across all the high-rises is the security. Most of them are guard gated. A lot of them, if they're not guard gated, they have high security to get into the building. And the amenities vary from building to building, but a lot of them have theater rooms where you can watch movies, first run movies,
Exercise rooms.
Exercise rooms that are not on the scale of an ordinary HOA fitness room. These are real, almost like real gyms.
Pools,
and then pools, spas, tennis courts, pickleball courts.
Barbecue areas.
Barbecue areas. They all have at least one barbecue area, if not multiple.
Usually multiple.
Yeah, it is usually multiple. And some of them, like Panorama, they offer townhouses too. You don't see it, they're not in those big towers. Out behind Panorama, they have 4 or 5 little bungalows that are townhouses.
For what? Parties?
No, people, you can buy a townhouse in the community.
Well, here we are. I'm learning on this podcast, man.
Yeah,
This is great.
so you can get the amenities of the high-rise without the high-rise living if you actually want it. So kind of interesting.
That's cool. Let's talk real quick about condo-tels.
Condo-tels.
Condo-tels. Go ahead. You're ready.
I'm
Go,
excited
man.
about
Go.
the condo-tels.
Let's go.
Just because I personally feel, as far as investment properties go, the condo-tels are the best investment because you can literally purchase it, walk away from it, and collect your check. And what a condo-tel is...
Because you can short-term rental them, is that
You
why?
can short-term rental it with having your own staff without even having to hire anybody.
That's kind of nice.
So Signature at MGM, you may have heard about this. That's just one of the complexes that is a condo-tel. You can buy a condo at Signature MGM, put it in the hotel program. It's rented out as a hotel room as part of MGM. Yet you can go stay there anytime you like. You just book your reservation for your specific room. All you pay is the quote-unquote resort fee, which is actually a reduced resort fee, and it takes care of the cleaning of the room while you're there. That's all you're paying for. But otherwise, you have the condo, it rents out, you get, I believe, a 60-40 split, so you collect 60% of the revenue for every night that room is rented, and that's it. You do have a HOA fee. The HOA fee you might think is a little bit high, at $1,500 a month approximately, but
It covers everything.
If the room is
Utilities.
renting for $200 to $300 a night, you're
No,
making
but
decent money.
But that HOA, that covers utilities, that covers
Yes.
internet, it covers
Everything.
cable, it covers
Yes.
water, it covers everything.
Everything.
So that's a big difference.
Exactly.
They're high, but they're big. So what's a couple of the towers? I know you mentioned Signature, but there's Palms Place.
Palms Place is another one. There's the Platinum Hotel, which is right over off of Koval and Flamingo Road. Trump Tower also offers
Trump. I forgot about Trump
some
Tower, yeah.
condo-tels. Part of Trump Tower is owned by Hilton Grand Vacations, and then part of it's just the Trump Hotel. And then also have Vidara in
Vidara.
City Center. Also offers some condo-tels. Cosmopolitan has a few, but my understanding is as people are buying it, MGM is just buying those units out to just make it
sense.
part of the hotel.
And as far as financing goes, I'm not going to go into this, but just a touch on them. You know, financing condo-tels and high-rises. High-rises definitely can be financed. It's
Right.
just to make sure that there's no, major litigations against the HOA, which usually there's not, as long as it's nothing structural, we'll get past it.
Yes.
But as far as condo-tels, I get asked this a lot. Condo-tels can get loans, okay? It's just, again, the biggest thing is on those is, the square footage is relevant, has to have a stove and certain things, in there. But again, the HOA litigations are a big deal because the litigations on condo-tels usually come in a little stronger than the high-rise towers itself.
Right.
But it can be done usually with 20 to 30% down on a condo-tel. So financing is available. Don't let anybody tell you that it has to be this or you can't get a loan in there or anything like that. That's not true. It is not true. Financing is available. Most loan officers just don't explore it and know it. So.
Okay.
But I know
That's
Mike.
great though that it can be done.
It can be done, and you just have to get to the person who knows what they're doing.
Right.
And then real quick, I know Mike has a featured listing from Reside Office. If you want to show it, go ahead.
Yeah. So if we could put the slides up for the single family home, it's not a high rise, but this home is absolutely beautiful. You
It's got that RV parking.
You have
there.
not
That's
only do
cool.
you have RV parking, it also has a pool. So finding both of those is a little bit of a challenge. This home is located in
Big
South
yard.
Shores. It's a 5,200 square foot lot, 2,404 square feet, 5 bedrooms, guys. 5 bedrooms with a pool and RV parking. And if we could go to the next shot
How many square
here,
feet is it, Mike? I'm sorry.
2,404.
2,400. Okay, you can
You
raise
can
a
see-
family there. I mean, it's,
Absolutely. It's absolutely a beautiful home. It is updated and upgraded and really ready to go. The next shot, I believe, is the kitchen here. It does have white appliances, stainless steel dishwasher. And then you see the range there.
it's been updated.
Absolutely. Great home. A little bit of a tri-level. So you walk in, you step up to the dining room and kitchen, and then
It's just a
down to the
couple
living room.
steps, though. If I
It's
remember
2
that floor
steps,
plan, it's
correct.
only 2 steps.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. 2,404 square feet once again. And there is a downstairs bedroom and full bath. The bathrooms in this home have been updated, upgraded with the absolute best showers.
Oh wow! Look at that.
This is the
resort-like, man.
primary.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's the primary bath there with the floating vanity.
I love the stone on the wall, man.
Absolutely gorgeous. The shower is huge. If we go to the next slide, I believe it's the shower there.
Wow.
And on the far left there, you see the panel. Those are jets that actually shoot out.
Yeah, those are cool.
Absolutely gorgeous. And all 3 bathrooms offer that. So truly amazing home. And it's $679,000, guys, right over off of Lake Mead and Rampart in the South Shores. 2 stories. Come and get it while it lasts.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to last too long.
You know, a couple years ago in this market, that house would have flown and flown fast.
Oh, absolutely.
In one day, it would have flown. And I just, guys, if you're in the market, don't wait on that house. Honestly, I have to tell you, that's a lot of house for the money.
It's been on the market a week. We've been getting decent activity on it. But yeah, I don't expect it to last too long because it truly is beautiful. And with the RV parking and the pool and 5
You
bedrooms.
don't get lots like that remodeled
It's kind of
like
a
that
hard to find
in that area.
thing.
You just don't get
Yeah.
it, man. That's great.
So it is. It's absolutely fantastic. And then just to touch back on the high rises real quick. Talked about the 4 Seasons. Not every unit in there is $32 million. They do start around $2 million.
I hope not, man.
And amenities wise, there's going to be a Wolfgang Puck restaurant in that complex.
Wow.
And so just amazing things happening. I hope they do build one in Summerlin. I've heard rumblings of it, but it hasn't actually been confirmed yet. A couple of the other complexes around Las Vegas, just to throw them out there. One Las Vegas, down over off of Windmill, Las Vegas Boulevard. Beautiful complex, 2 buildings. There you have a full 24/7 concierge, and they're from the 300s.
Yeah. Very affordable.
Yeah, very affordable living.
Bottom line is that it's not just luxury. They're everywhere, and they're growing, and they're going to keep growing. And it's a market that a lot of us don't talk about, don't see. And if you're from out of town and you want to come back and forth to Vegas, like Mike said, the Condo-tels
Right.
might be your spot. Instead of paying for rooms, you can pay yourself for the room. And you can, have it rented out and maintained and managed for you.
Right.
I mean, this is a pretty cool thing that honestly just kind of convinced me to do some research on it myself.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's pretty cool.
Whenever anybody talks about they want to buy something for an Airbnb, I have to mention the Condo-tels just because it takes the brain work out of it.
Well, and then once a month you could take your family or your wife and go do a staycation,
Right.
or whatever it is. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Well, I enjoyed it, Mike. Thank you today.
It was great.
I did. I learned a lot. So thank you. And hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Please remember to subscribe, like, share us. We are sending reels on our Facebook page. But guys, if you can, please help us out and subscribe.
Real Estate Simplified LV on YouTube. Real Estate Simplified on Facebook. Find us, join us, like us, comment. Tell us your favorite high-rise you've been to.
Yeah.
All
Ask
right.
questions.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome to the chat where the deals get done. Real estate tips and a whole lot of fun. Think different, achieve your goals. Real estate simplified.